What's up, everyone? This is Roxy, your firewife lawyer mom, and today we are going to tackle our 2022 homeschool and personal goals. I mean, we're not going to tackle them today, but I'm going to let you know what I have planned for this year, how we're going to get stuff on track, what we're going to accomplish in 2022. I'm super excited, so come on with me.
Make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the snow, we don't care about the others.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Definitely, if you love these videos, if you think they bless you, hit the red subscribe button below. I would love for you to be part of my Firewife Lawyer Mom family. We started our homeschooling journey 2 years ago. This is our second year homeschooling, and it was the best decision we ever made. In 2022, you look forward to a lot of great content. I am so excited to share with you what we are doing in our homeschool organization guru. I love to do all things and accomplishing goals. So today we're going to talk about our homeschool goals. Now, I'm not really a resolution person. I'm going to just say it straight up out there. I don't like resolutions for New Year's. I think that they give me anxiety. They put a lot of pressure that we have to accomplish certain things. You know, life gets in the way, things get in the way throughout the year. And, you know, it's just hard to be married to a certain resolution that you're saying like, it's going to get done and there's no ifs, ands, or buts, right? Because we do have ifs, ands, and buts because we go through life and we have a regular life that has its ebbs and flows, its ups and downs. And so I'm gonna give you guys these goals today, but with the mindset that they're goals. They're things that I want to accomplish this year in my homeschool. There's things that I want to accomplish in my personal life that hopefully will motivate you to set some goals as well if you haven't yet done so. Now, I'm a little late to the game. I don't set my homeschool goals or my personal goals until I get into the new year. I'm really busy with holidays and wrapping up the holidays and family and all that stuff. So I really don't start even thinking about what I want to accomplish in the next year until probably the first or second week. So when you're seeing this video, it's probably going to post in the second week of January because, of course, like I really like to sit down and reflect. I don't just like to make some snap goals that may or may not get accomplished. I really want to be intentional about it. And so that's why it takes me some time. So I recommend that if you are going to set goals, that along with these goals that I'm going to giving you some kind of motivation, definitely sit down and reflect, pray about it, meditate on it, figure out what your main theme for the year is going to be. What is that theme that you want? What is that one word that you want to have in your life for that year that you want to kind of bring into your life? And so with me and my homeschool, my 2 words are intentionality. I definitely want to be intentional about what I do and just kind of soaking up the moment. A lot of times I get so busy in the hustle and bustle. As you guys know, I work, I homeschool, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I do a lot of things, I wear many hats, and sometimes I get caught up in the to-do list, sometimes I get caught up in the chores, and I don't sit back and just enjoy this amazing time that I have with my kids right now, where I get to homeschool them, I get to pour into them every single day, I get to form them into the people that they're going to become. Think about how powerful and how amazing of a job that is, that you get to be the one that influences how they're going to think in life and what their mindset is going to be and what their worldview is going to be. So I just want to, in 2022, have that overarching goal of just, making sure that I'm present in the moment and that I'm intentional about what I'm doing and that I'm present. I'm not focusing on all of the chores and the to-dos that I forget to just sit and relax. And I think that that's something that's so important. The other day, my house was like a complete disaster, and it was a Saturday night, and my kids really wanted to watch Mary Poppins because they were, we had studied Mary Poppins in the week before in our Squilt musical class, and they just really wanted to watch the movie. And I'm like, well, I'll put the movie on and I'll get my chores done and I'll kind of watch it while the kids sit down. And I just kind of stopped everything. I had dishes in the sink, I had things all over the place, and I just sat with them, I threw a blanket over myself, and we snuggled on the couch and watched the movie, and it was the best thing ever. Yes, I got my chores done later on, but I was there and I was present for that moment to be with them because they wanted me there and they wanted that quality time. So that's something that I recommend for all of you, that just in this year, really focus on being present with your kids, because even as homeschool moms, you know, the whole point of us doing this whole thing, going through this journey, is that we want to be with our kids, that we want to spend time with them. So let's make sure that we don't forget that, and that's really important. All right, so enough of all that. Without further ado, here are my goals for 2022. So my homeschool goals are, number one, that I want to have more read alouds. So I want to incorporate more read alouds. Now, we have dropped the ball this past year, you know, at the beginning of the school year, we really dropped the ball with our read aloud schedule. Like we were really, really good last year doing it. We were getting our read alouds done usually during dinner time, but my daughter's dance schedule got so crazy this year that we really have dropped the ball on our read aloud time. So what I'm gonna do to try to accomplish the read alouds is I'm gonna try to switch it to a different point in the day and try to get that read aloud time in. So that's one of my goals, because reading aloud to your children is one of the best things that you could do. It improves their vocabulary, it helps them to express themselves. It just helps for their reading comprehension, that they're listening to, you know, even the smallest of children benefit from reading aloud. So I need to bring that back into my homeschool. The next thing is kind of like a homeschool goal, but sort of like a business goal, is I want to be able to post more on Instagram, more of what we're doing on the day-to-day. I've kind of laxed a little bit on getting things out there on my Instagram. If you didn't know, I do have an Instagram page. It's called Firewife Lawyer Mom 911. Definitely follow me there. But I want to be able to share more of our day-to-day life, and I feel like I need to kind of get more involved in that. I also, this is kind of more of a work goal too, is I want to build a Firewife Lawyer Mom blog and a website. So I'm hoping to launch that probably in early to mid-February. I do want to start selling some of my materials and resources that I use to plan my homeschool year. As you guys know, I am a plan your homeschool year in advance kind of gal. I learned that very early on when I started, that in order for me to be able to wear all the hats that I wear, I have to be able to plan my homeschool year throughout the summer so that it runs on autopilot. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to sit there every Sunday night and figure out what I'm gonna do that week. It's all done, it's all taken care of. I have my crate system with everything that my kids are gonna work on. And so that's something that I wanna be able to share with you guys. Now, I did start a series on homeschool planning your year, and I'll link those videos, but I didn't get to really finish the series because we kind of had a big life change towards the middle to end of last year, where we found this amazing place where we moved to, but it was just very chaotic. So I wasn't able to finish that, and I definitely want to finish that because I want to help you guys get resources and ways to plan your homeschool year. I just think it's so important. So that's something I'm going to be working on. Another homeschool goal is not to over plan. This kind of goes again with kind of being present in the moment. I a lot of times, unfortunately, find myself getting so excited by like all the curriculum that's out there, the unit studies, like all the seasonal things that you could do, that I really get like extremely excited and I overextend myself. I'm like, okay, you know, we've got 6 weeks. I can do 3 unit studies on, you know, polar and Arctic and winter and all this kinds of stuff. And I'm trying to be better at realizing that, you know, this is my second year of homeschooling and I still have quite a bit of years left to homeschool my kids. So I need to just kind of take a breath. I don't know about you guys, but I just need to take a breath and plan what I can do and be more realistic and not overplan and overextend myself. Because then I get stressed out and I kind of get disappointed in myself because I didn't get done what I wanted to. So that's another goal. Another thing I want to do is this year is take more time for myself, do more self-care. Follow my schedule. I'm really great at scheduling, but sometimes like when my life gets a little chaotic or things get crazy, I kind of throw my schedule aside, and then I am the type of person that I really thrive in structure and in planning out my day. So I definitely want to follow my schedule. And I'll do a separate video on what my schedule is, what my morning routine is, what my nightly routine is, all those kinds of things, how I prepare on Sundays for homeschool. So all those videos are gonna be coming up real soon. The next thing that we want to focus on this year is our chores. So my kids at the beginning of the year got a chore list. Every single day they are to do one chore to help around the house, to contribute to our family. I think that's so important that they feel like they are members of this big family unit, that we work together to make our home beautiful. We work together to get the things that we need to get done. And that's like really the beauty of homeschooling, that we can teach that within our homeschool day. But we kind of dropped the ball a little bit on it and we haven't been getting our chores. So bring that back, make sure I remind them every Monday, check your, and every day of the week, check your chore chart. What are you supposed to do for today, and make sure it gets done. Another thing I want to do also is field trips. I really love field trips. Now last year we took about 4 field trips throughout the year and we absolutely loved it. We went to the aquarium, we went to Tennessee, and we went to a deer farm where we learned a lot about animals. We went to museums and all those kinds of things. But with COVID, things got a little bit crazy and we really couldn't get all of the field trips we wanted to get done, and we haven't even gone on one this year yet. So one of the things I want to do this year is I want to go to St. Augustine. My daughter's doing Florida history right now, Florida social studies / history. And so I really want to be able to go to St. Augustine and kind of bring all of that learning that she's been doing throughout the year alive. So field trips is something that I want to plan much more of. So that's something that I'm going to be doing in 2022. Also, I want to bring some kind of an incentive for independent reading. So one of the things that I think is really important is that once kids are fluent in reading, that they're able to read even the simplest of books, I really believe in giving them that 15 to 20 minute, obviously if they're a young child, you start small and you kind of build it up. But my oldest daughter, who's in 4th grade, she can really handle doing at least 30 minutes of reading time. And so I want to be able to be more intentional about making sure that they get their reading time done. And one of the ways that I was thinking of doing that is creating some kind of an incentive chart where every 3 books or 5 books that they read, they get to get either an experience, they get to, choose the songs in the radio, and that's a big deal in my house. Something fun that they could do. Maybe they can go get ice cream. They can have, an extra 20, 25 minutes after everybody goes to bed that they can cuddle with us, with me or my husband, like something that will incentivize them in getting their reading done. So that's something that I'm going to be also incorporating. The next thing, I've got a couple more. The next thing is I want to make my 1st grader more independent. So I really want to try, my goal is that by 2nd grade, by next year, school year, she will be able to do work independently. Right now with her, since she started homeschooling, we work one-on-one and we work together pretty much. She does all of her work in front of me. And my older daughter works independently. So we have a morning meeting in the morning where we do all of our work together, and then she kind of goes off on her own and gets her work done. But my younger daughter requires a little bit more attention. And so I want to try to give her, different segments throughout the day where I can give her a worksheet or a workbook or a project and she can get it done by herself. Now, obviously this is something we're going to need to build on, and I will kind of maybe make a separate video on how I'm planning on doing that. But I really want her to be independent by 2nd grade, so that all I'm doing is just kind of facilitating the learning, kind of monitoring the learning, seeing how everything is going, being there for questions, teaching the lessons, but just them being able to do the work on their own. So that's another thing. And the other thing I want to do is more of a YouTube kind of goal, which is to post 1 video per week. Now, last week I did post a video on and what I do to prepare and how I organize things and clean up my host room. So check out that video. I'm gonna link it up here so you guys can check it out, but I'm gonna try, that's my goal. Maybe I'll try to get 2 videos. I'll do the best I can, but I'm gonna try to really stick to a 1 video a week schedule. Now, I only have a couple of personal goals that I have, and those are, I want to go to bed earlier. I am definitely a night owl, but I do notice that going to bed earlier is much better. Waking up earlier is much more productive. So I want to be able to do that in 2022. It's going to be super hard because I love staying up. I love the sound of the quiet. I don't know about you guys, but during the day, there's just so much chaos. There's screaming, there's kids playing and running. And, you know, my house is pretty ordered, but you know, there's always things. There's always kids asking you for stuff. Can I have water? Can I have snack? Can I have, you know, lunch? Like, there's so much going on, and we're pulled in so many directions as moms that it's almost like when the night comes and my kids go to bed, it's like, I just love to just enjoy the quiet. And it kind of causes me to stay up late. So I want to try in 2022 to get to bed much earlier. The next thing is for my personal is to do much more meal prepping, much more like kind of get some new recipes incorporated. Now, I really took on as a challenge in 2020 during the pandemic to do more cooking, and I have done that, but now I just kind of want to refine that and make more of an organized meal plan for the month and kind of have everything laid out, because I think that that is also something that would probably cut some time in my day and help me to do other things that I may want to do. The last 2 things is I want to move more, so get more exercise in. That's something that I struggle with, is finding the time to do it, but I think it's about just making that mindset that you want to get this done and you want to get it accomplished, and so trying to fit that in my day. And the last thing that I want to bring in 2022, bring back, is our game and movie nights. Now, this is something that started during the pandemic where we were locked down, we couldn't do anything, we couldn't go anywhere. And I started this thing where every Friday we would alternate. One Friday it was a game night, one Friday it was a movie night, and we went back and forth. These were one of the best times that we spent as a family. I can't even tell you, it makes me emotional to think about it, because it was such a wonderful time that we were just all together. We were snuggled on the couch, watching a movie, drinking hot chocolate, you know, having milk and cookies. Like, it was so fun. And then playing games. Like, I love playing games with my kids. I'm more of, and I don't know if you guys can relate, leave it in the comments below, but I'm more of a kind of like, I'll sit and play a game. Like, I don't like doing a lot of the free play and independent play. My husband really loves doing that. Like, he'll play hide and seek, he'll do all these, but like, it doesn't really fit too much with me when I'm like playing with my kids as much as games. Like, I love doing that. That to me like helps me so much to bond with my kids. So we want to incorporate 1 night a week where we come together. It's just us, and we either do a game night or a movie night, and we can do themes. Sometimes we'll do themes, and I'll give you guys some ideas if you want to see some ideas on what kind of game night and movie nights we did. We did do movie nights during Christmas, so we did like 1 Christmas movie a week. And I did, you know, if it was Elf, we would do a candy bar. If it was Polar Express, we'd do milk and cookies. So there were different things that we were doing throughout the Christmas season, but I kind of want to continue that on. And we actually had a movie night yesterday, so that was really great. So I'm actually really starting to accomplish that goal. But that's pretty much it. I think that, you know, these are my goals for 2022. Let me know what your goals are. Let me know what you plan on doing for 2022. If you've got any other ideas, any other homeschool ideas for goals, that would be great. Leave it in the comments. I love to hear from you guys and how I can bless you with my videos. If you have any questions, you could leave it in the comments as well. So that's it. Thank you so much for listening to me and for being here today. And I will see you in the next video. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I post a new video. And I hope that you all have a wonderful and prosperous and happy and healthy 2022. May you grow closer to God, and may you be blessed in your homeschool life and in your family. Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh, my heart's desire. I just wanna love you.